I want to move into talking about something that is really directly related to all three, and that's being where the places that the work is done. Right? As leaders, spending time in the place where our work is done.
Used to be called, now it's called.
You can't say that word anymore.
You can't say that word anymore.
No.
That's how I would just say you pretend anymore.
They are trying to get away from the Japanese language just because they feel like it's intimidating for some people. And that's just not just SSM, just in general, companies who are applying these principles are trying to move away from using Japanese terminology.
Not at all.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a good introduction, really, into some of the verbiage that we're using now. All of these kind of ideas are related and then different, and we'll discuss it. When we talk about going to where the work is done, right? So we previously called it in. We can do it in several different ways and with several different ideas in mind. The first and really most basic of which is rounding. Right? So I round as a leader, right, to do a couple different things. I might round on my patients, right? We've discussed batch patient rounding at several points, right? So I might be rounding on my patients. I might be rounding on my staff, right? Sometimes it's as simple as what was the John Harbaugh 4 words, right? What are you thinking? Right? I'm rounding with my staff. I'm asking them very simple questions, right, to find out how their day is going, to get their input, right, to keep them engaged in the process. So that's rounding, right? And rounding can really be the most important of these because that's where we build the trust. Going back to the Colin Powell, right? Trust is most important, right? And when I round on you as my employee and I build that trust and I know something about you and you know something about me, right? And I know your career goals and I'm trying to help you get there, right? We have that trust. So then once I have that trust established with you, and I come to you with a process change, right? We have new CAUTI CLABSI bundles, right? It's an audit process that's a little bit different than what you did before, but if I've developed the trust, you'll follow me. Right? What was the quote? Just to see where I'm going or something, right?
Yeah.
You're engaged, right? You're engaged with me. You have a relationship with me. Yes. And I'm telling you we're going to do a CLABSI bundle and that it's going to improve our infection rates, and you trust me. That's the importance of that rounding, and that's why really when we talk about rounding, we talk about it first. So think of the relationship building with our patients and our staff. Then moving down, we have our huddle process, and we'll talk about huddle processes in a moment. And of course, I know that your teams probably have a huddle process or have had them in the past. Our teams get together once a day or once per shift, right? And they talk about things like operational readiness, right? Do we have the tools needed to be successful today? Our performance board, right? Where are our metrics, right? How's our team doing? Do we have safety concerns, right? All of those things that we discuss during a huddle, right, is really part of where the work is done. Then we have our go and sees. A go and see, to me, is really focused more on an operation. Right? So as a leader, I might round on my patients, but I might go and see whether my team is using the new sepsis bundles. Right? Whereas I'm more operationally focused, right? I want to observe something, right? Or audit something, right? In a go and see. I'm in my department, but I'm not so much focused on the relationship building as I am observing processes. And then of course we have our step back review. We'll have a slide on that in a moment, but it's that formal process. You all heard that term, step back review. So a step back review is a formal process by which leadership, right, steps back into the department or steps back into the ministry and looks at how well are they implementing the operating plan, right? Performance boards, right, but also more than that. All of these have differences, which you've highlighted, but really in here, the Venn diagram, is what we have that's the same, where we recognize and support team members and we remove barriers. So as a leader, no matter what I'm calling, right, the time that I'm spending in my department, I'm doing these things here in the middle, where I am supporting my team, I'm recognizing them when I see something that's excellent, and I'm removing barriers. Are there any questions about when to use what word? And of course, I would never get hung up on the verbiage of what you're doing, but I do think it's important to know that there are kind of differences in some of these words. So if anything, if we use them, we don't get confused.
Here at Lake St. Louis, we've been getting some combined things from a few different pieces here on the weekly relevancy that we've been doing. They've been doing kind of